Hello everybody. My name's Eric Engartner, and I'm gonna really apologize for my raspy voice, and I may cough several times, but I'm doing okay. And I'm going to talk to you today about Orlando theme parks and why and the competition economics behind the whole enterprise. So, as a kid, have you ever just seen the Cinderella Castle, seen Mickey Mouse, and you just wanted to be there, or seen that in the Universal Globe? Well, yeah, we all have, and we all wanted to go there. And us spending money there makes that whole industry down there grow and develop and make that much bigger. And these theme parks, they develop every year into something new. And yeah, I'd like to talk to you a little about them today and all that competition. So why am I qualified to talk to you about this? Well, I'm just a big fan, and I have no real qualifications, but like many, I am a pretty decent-sized fan of it, and you should care about this because it is a story just like every other theme park industry story. So, to understand the present, we have to go back to California, actually, and investigate Disneyland. Disneyland, Walt didn't buy a lot of land for it, and clubs and bars and all that kind of thing developed around it, and it wasn't a very family-friendly environment at all. And they wanted to grow with the growing resort that Disneyland became, and they wanted to grow, and they also could use the East Coast Park because more of the population of the country was out that way. And so they went to Orlando. Orlando is right on the I-4 Florida Turnpike intersection in a very good climate of Florida. Anywhere else in the coast wouldn't have worked out so well. And other places were considered, but Orlando was a mid-sized city. It could work well. And Disney World opened in 1971. It was fast and open compared to the original Disneyland, 53 times the size. And at the time it was kind of a monopoly, not a whole lot of competition at all. Until SeaWorld came along, and they were just kind of a marine park. They had a few other locations. They focused mostly on stage shows and a zoo element, and years upon years of controversies involving their treatment of animals, including the recent Blackfish documentary, have led to them ending their orchid breeding program, among other things. Like according to Maya Rodan of Time.com, there's an 84% profit loss a year after the Blackfish film release. So they ended the orchid breeding program, and they're making a switch more toward marine-themed thrill rides, and to compete more with Disney. And my next talking point, Universal. And Universal, right out the gate in 1990, they wanted to compete with Disney, including immersive attractions, and the demographic that Disney didn't really cater to, thrill seekers. And the similarities between Disney and other parks are pretty endless. Like Universal's main park, Universal Studios, direct copy of Hollywood Studios and Disney. Busch Gardens and SeaWorld kind of led to Disney developing Animal Kingdom. And before, Universal was always kind of little brother to Disney, and now they're almost on an even playing field, thanks in large part to Harry Potter Land. It really changed the game for them, and now Disney is copying them with more immersive lands like coming soon Star Wars, Avatar, and Toy Story themed lands. And there is even more coming, like I mentioned, all those, Frozen, Volcano Bay, Fast and Furious, among many others. And there are smaller parks in the area too. With all that there's going to be oversaturation in any field. like cell phones. But Orlando, yeah, there's smaller parks for locals and one-day trips if you have an extra day or something. Wet n Wild, Legoland, Skyplex, and the Orlando Eye, just to name a few. But all this oversaturation of the market really just changed the economy of all of Orlando. Like before Disney opened in 1970, Orlando was a pretty quiet area. There was retirement homes, swamplands, Orange Tree, a population of about 500,000. And after Disney opens, and from a report done in 1972 by Mike Wallace, formerly of 60 Minutes, it shows that locals at the time were not too keen about having Disney in town, drove land prices up, increased taxes, caused traffic jams, turned orange groves into urban development, just changed really everything, but in terms of opinion, for better or worse. And the present day, the population is now 2.3 million. And that's enough to warrant even a pro basketball team, the Orlando Magic, aptly named after the Magic Kingdom and the economy in which Orlando is named for. And of the 30 largest metropolitan areas in the country, it's the second fastest growing behind Houston. And according to Mark Johansson of the International Business Times, it's the most traveled to American city in 2014, surpassing even New York City. It's a big hub. I think it just shows that you can find places similar to New York City everywhere just by driving 100 miles to the nearest urban area near you, or wherever you may live. But Orlando's theme parks, it makes it unique, it makes it stand out. You're not going to really find that anywhere else in the world, really. And because Orlando needed to support the new economy, it increased jobs of the recreation and hospitality industry. For example, of the 30 top employers, 11 of them are leisure and hospitality focused. And people still flock to the parks regardless of the ticket prices. People want to experience it no matter what, and they pay for whatever it takes to do it. For example, Disney does a variable pricing, Universal's flat rate, and Legoland and SeaWorld, they kind of do their own thing. And I talked a lot about competition and how it affects Orlando's theme parks. Now, I may think of large industries like banks and tech companies and cell phone distributors as the big industries and that drive competition. Orlando's theme parks are not to be really overlooked. And the impact Orlando has made on the theme parks and the theme parks on them is undeniable. I'd like to thank you for coming on such short notice, and for sustaining the cough, and for your support on and off camera.